My gosh. Ted Cruz seems practically unstoppable. And if he wins just a few more primaries, no one will be able to stop him from becoming the candidate.
That's right, Ben Carson. All of the delegates will be mine, and then I will ascend to the presidency.
Not so fast, Ted Cruz. You just activated my trap card, and I'm sending you back to the Shadow Realm. The Senate.
No!
Wow, Trump, you saved me. You saved us all. And after all the terrible things I said about you, is there any way I could ever repay you for all that you've done?
Yeah, thanks, Romney, but I'm going to go with Tillerson for Secretary of State. Nice try.
Damn it. Sorry, God. But don't worry. At least you're not, a loser. Like Jeb Bush. That's true, I'm not.
Oh, come on, you guys. You don't have to be so mean to me.
What is it, Jeb? No, you're here to celebrate your good week. You don't need me dragging you down. Jeb, you told me I could come to you with my problems, right? It's only fair that you can come to me with yours. Really, what's wrong? Jeb looked down at his feet and took a long, deep breath. Well, sometimes I just have to wonder, do my friends really like me for me? Or are they just being nice to me because of my last name? Do I even have any real friends at all besides Marco? Maybe the only reason they let me into the debate club was because I'm a Bush. My father and brother were both debate club champions when they were here. I feel like everyone's expecting me to follow in their footsteps. It always seemed like the obvious thing to do, but I never really stopped to ask myself if that's what I want to do, or just what I think I need to do. Jeb finally looked up from the ground. When our gazes met, I thought for a moment that maybe I saw tears behind his glasses. I like being the RA of Sunshine Dorm. I like helping people, but I'm not so sure I like being in the debate club, especially when it means getting bullied by... Hello, Jeb. Donald! Jeb and I both jumped a bit in surprise. I hadn't even noticed Donald approaching. But now that he was here, I felt like he was filling the room, overpowering it with his commanding aura. Now that I was finally standing next to him, I could see for myself who the man behind the legend really was. The first thing I noticed was his size. I estimated that he was only an inch taller than Jeb, but with his ramrod carriage contrasted to Jeb's weak posture, the difference seemed greater. Donald was also broad-shouldered and wide-stanced, making him seem even bigger, and for some reason, my eyes were drawn to his hands. Wow, there were no problems there, I could assure you. I just wanted to tell you, Jeb, about the debate last week. What a debate, am I right? Tremendous crowd, tremendous atmosphere. I love the students here, by the way, so welcoming to me. You've been here, 3 years now, Jeb? I transfer in just this year, and already I'm getting more votes, putting up such incredible numbers. Wow, I really feel like I can't do justice to the dialogue. They really did an excellent job catching his style. Well, I think that, excuse me, I was saying, Jeb, when you look at what's going on in the academy, all over the campus, the students, and that's what I care about, the students. They want someone who understands them, who debates for them. And I know you've got the family, the connections at the academy, which, by the way, not all great, the legacy of your family, not great. The people know, they know it's not great. They know. Anyway, I know you can do better next time, alright? Much better. Because you were having a rough night out there, okay? Can we say that? Can we agree? Come on, man. I'm just trying to help you. Don't be nervous. I know you can be better than what you're doing now, with what you're saying, what you're talking about. Because they're not buying it. The talking that you're saying, they're just not. They're not. Look, the talking isn't winning you the debates. The talking isn't what, and believe me, I understand the talking. I've done the talking, greatly with the talking, you know? Just stick with it is all. You're fun to debate with. We're having fun out there, right? Donald patted Jeb on the back, and Jeb flinched. And who have we got here? Donald turned to look at me, and I froze up. I felt as if his piercing, icy gaze was shooting through me, pinning me against the far wall. Leave her alone, Donald. Excuse me, Jeb. He disdainfully spat out the word Jeb as if it felt dirty in his mouth. Let her speak for herself, all right? My name is Maury America. I'm a new transfer student. I see. America and I were actually just about to leave. Isn't that right? Jeb looked at me, eyes plaintive. I could tell by his gaze he was offering me a lifeline to get out of a potential conversation with Donald. Although maybe it was a little presumptuous of him to assume that I wouldn't want to spend time with the most popular boy in school, just because he had said a few insulting things to Jeb. But I could also read in his expression that he desperately wanted an excuse to leave the store and avoid being bullied further. Oh, geez, what a decision to make here, guys. All right, I'm sorry, Jeb, but it's so much fun to read what he says. Oh God, Jeb physically recoiled a bit, as if I had just stabbed him in the heart. That's okay, that's fine. He was smiling, but there was pain behind the smile, and despair in his eyes. No, stay, Jeb. We were having such a good time here, am I right? Right? We are having such a good time in here, or what? America's having a good time? I'm having a good time. A great time. Are you going to say that you're not? Are you really going to saying that to me? That you're not having a great time to me? Because that's not what a winner would say, Jeb. Jeb folded his hands in front of him and kept smiling, but said nothing. No answer, huh? That's all right. That's fine. Fine. You know what I call that? I'll tell you what, America. I have a name for that. For what Jeb over here has. Low energy. Those two words flew out of Donald's mouth like bullets, and Jeb winced for just a moment before returning to a smile as they hit him square in the chest. Right next to where I had stabbed him with my betrayal. Okay, you know what? This is exactly what this entire election season needed, was the dramatic narration was the only thing lacking, I think. Low energy, that's what he has, America. He comes into these debates, he thinks that look, very bad. It's very bad, his attitude. This bad attitude, this low energy, not working. We need someone who can make deals, great deals, big deals. That's what's important. What we've got to do at this school, all over, all the time, making great deals, vastly great. If we want to compete, stay competitive, and low energy Jeb can't do that. You see that, America, right? Well, no, it's fine, America. He's right. I'm not good enough. No, Jeb, don't say that. I have to go now. Jeb turned around quickly and ran out of the store. I thought I could see him wiping tears from his eyes. Oh, what have I done? Donald yelled at him as he left. Get out! 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 Good riddance, am I right? Why are you so mean to him? What did Jeb ever do to you? Why are you such a bully towards him? Jeb is a loser, and I'm not a mean guy, okay? Ask anybody, ask my friends, they'll all tell you, all of my wonderful friends. And I have many, by the way, many friends. Not like Jeb, who probably doesn't have any. My friends will tell you, I'm a nice guy. I am, and I have a wonderful temperament. Probably the best temperament in the entire academy. But Jeb doesn't have that, all right? He doesn't have the temperament, the stamina, the energy, the strength. The strength. I have the strength. I need to have it. The strength. Need to have it. Because without the strength, what do I have? Who am I? I'd be Jeb. And I can't be Jeb, okay? I can't let myself be that. Because Jeb is nothing. He's weak. He can't make the friends or have the successes that I have. That I have because I'm not like him, who has none of his successes. None. This is who I am because I'm not who he is. And that's why he needs to know, why I need to tell him, because I'm telling me too. And everyone else. Everyone has to know. I'm Donald Trump. I'm strong. And I'm a winner. Donald was breathing heavily after his lengthy tirade, as if he was spent physically and emotionally. I couldn't quite tell through his word salad, but I felt maybe he had just revealed his inner self to me. I feel sorry for you, Donald. I don't know what I thought I saw in you. Oh, sure, they're more like you. I don't need you, believe me. I walked away from Donald, not looking back. I paid for my keychain, left the store, and returned to my dorm feeling oddly melancholy. I just hoped I could patch things up with Jeb. These 7 boys, with their wildly different personalities, were stirring something in me. I just wasn't sure what. So, America, you've been at the academy for a bit over a week now. How do you think you're adjusting? I'm doing all right. I mean, it's not exactly easy, but I'm getting by in my classes, and I think I'm making some friends. Do you really think that you belong here? Because you don't. What? This academy cannot hold you. Whoa! Okay. Turtlehead, that's fine. All right. That's immensely unsettling, but whatever. Things are falling apart. Can you hear me? What did you say? The blood-dimmed tide is loosed, and everywhere the ceremony of innocence is drowned. Jeb, what's happening? The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. Marco, help! Surely some revelation is at hand. Surely some second coming is at hand. The second coming! Hardly are those words out when a vast image of Spiritus Mundi troubles my sight. Somewhere in the sands of the desert, a shape with lion body and the head of a man, a gaze blank and pitiless as the sun, is moving its slow thighs, while all around it reels shadows of the indignant desert birds. The darkness drops again, but now I know that 20 centuries of stony sleep were vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. And what a rough beast, its hour come round at last, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. Ah! I pulled it upright in my bed, covered in a cold sweat, my heart racing. America, what is it? Are you okay? I slowly returned to reality. Just a dream. It was only a dream. Yeah, I'm all right. I just had a bad dream. Sorry for waking you, Megan. It's okay. It happens. I dreamed that... Could you save it for the morning? I've kind of got a big day tomorrow. We're having a Fox and Friends meeting right after classes end, and I want to be well rested for it. Oh, of course. Sorry. And you've got your second week of classes beginning tomorrow morning. You need sleep, too. The moment Megan said sleep, I felt my eyes growing heavy, as if hearing that word was all it took to remind me just how exhausted I was. You're right. Sleep is good. Good night, America. Good night, Megan. I tossed and turned for the rest of the night, but I mercifully didn't have any more odd, prophetic dreams. All right. The most important part of any dating sim, when you start to actually express a preference for one of your many worthy suitors. All I can really think is that I've got to try and make things right with Jeb. It was fun to listen to Donald talk, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't worth the knife that I clearly struck into poor Jeb's heart. Jeb, Marco, hi! The two of them snapped their eyes up at me, and their friendly laughter instantly stopped. Uh-oh. The warmth drained out of their faces. Jeb looked down at his lunch tray to avoid meeting my gaze. What do you want, America? I set my tray down at their table and sat. Jeb scooted his chair away from me. I want to sit with you guys. We're friends, right? No. We aren't. Why didn't you stand up for me, America? I thought I could count on you. I gave you one of my pocket turtles, America. Does that mean nothing to you? It'll be okay, Jeb. It's like I always say. When a neutron strikes the nucleus of an unstable molecule, the molecule undergoes nuclear fission, a process which produces lighter nuclei of new atoms, free neutrons and energy. What? When a neutron strikes the nucleus of an unstable molecule, the molecule undergoes nuclear fission. Marco, are you okay? Marco laughed nervously, then drained his glass of water in one gulp. When a neutron strikes the nucleus of an unstable molecule, the molecule undergoes nuclear fission. What did you do to him, America? You broke Marco! I don't know what happened. When a neutron strikes the nucleus of an unstable molecule, he was my only friend, America, and now he's broken. When a neutron strikes the nucleus... It's just... I slowly backed away from the debacle while Jeb began to weep. It seemed like my idea that I was friends with Jeb and Marco was entirely a fiction. Wow. I made one decision and I managed to destroy 2 lives somehow. And now that fiction was dispelled. Bad End 3, Jeb and Marco. Wow, you've completed the Grand Old Academy demo. Jeez. Oof. Alright, so... I guess that's the ending I've earned. Maybe I'll just quick dip back and see if there's any others that I can get. Let's see here.